And we are 50 laps from now going to go and find out who is the best. Turkey, Hunter, Tanner. What a front row. Kriegler and Bergdorf, Taylor and Holland, Gustin and Phillips, Barry and Schrader got themselves locked in last night as the caution lights have gone down. The field is ready to bring them to turn number 3. Into 4, they'll come past the tires. The green flag is about to come out, and it's time to go turkey hunting here at the Turkey Bowl. The green's out. We'll race them on down into turn number 1 and 2. It's going to be Bergdorf right there off the top side of turn number 2 and down the back straightaway. Kriegler down to the bottom of the 21 as we race on down into turn number 3 and 4. Watch the battle. They're already 3 wide. Tanner, 49 laps to go.
Down the front straightaway, they'll go off into 1 and 2. Bergdorf, your early race leader, but here comes the momentum down the bottom. It's Sawyer Kriegler trying to get it. Still 3 wide. You got Holland, Taylor, Phillips working there for 3rd, 4th, and 5th. So they make their way down the front straightaway. Still at the line mark. Bergdorf that time 2 1/1000ths over the 21 of Kriegler.
Bergdorf down on the outside. It's going to be Kriegler down to the bottom, the orange and blue 21. He'll push the deal. Look at this. They're 3 wide. It's going to be Bergdorf, your leader. Watch the battle off at turn number 4. It's going to be the Success Mississippi Racer. Holland right down there in the black and orange, number 45. Peyton Taylor there in the 01 car. Along there with him is Terry Phillips. Phillips in the 75. Going to rip the lip down off of turn number 4. Phillips going to come to the outside of that 45 and chase Holland. Give Holland back to the number 4 spot. Phillips back to the 3rd. Here comes Tom Berry Jr. Tom Berry Jr. now cracking the top 6. The Reaper and Schrader are right behind him.
Ryan Gustin clicking off a couple cars that time. This time to the inside of Schrader. Trying to his way on up into the top 7. Down the back straightaway, still 3 wide as they battle out for the 4th spot. As now you got Phillips at 75 trying to make his way to this 2-car battle up front. They'll continue off through 1 and 2. You got the bottom groove of Sawyer, Kriegler, Bergdorf through the middle. You got Phillips ripping the lip, and now new player in there. It's the 01 Peyton Taylor. He'll slide it across the nose of TBJ.
Down the front straightaway battle is on for the lead. It'll be Kriegler down to the inside, the 03 of Bergdorf, the Quincy, Illinois racer, the Quad Cities hot shoe. The veteran working the top of the racetrack on Kriegler. Here comes Phillips. Then it's a little bit of a break back to Tom Berry Jr., but Berry's got it rolled up and hoeing on down there. Twig and Berries are coming.
Off through 1 and 2, the 03 Bergdorf up to the outside. Down around the bottom, your new race leader that time is Sawyer Kriegler with 21 back to the point. They're going to keep flip-flopping the race lead. They're going to give it up to the Terry Phillips machine. That 75 car. He has caught your front duo. He'll rip the lip through 1 and 2. TBJ in tow as the whole gang starting to move up towards the top 2.
They'll work there. You see Phillips around the outside. Down to the bottom side is Bergdorf. Here comes TBJ. Tom Berry Jr. Peyton Taylor back there in the number 5 spot. They were within about 5 minutes. Oh, hang on. Watch it. You've got off the top of turn number 4. The 02 at Tanner Mullins. And we go yellow. We go yellow here with 10 down and 40 to go. Lights are back off. We're ready to go back to the green. Into turn number 3 and 4. Kriegler there, your race leader. Now he slows the pace way down. Don't stack the back of the field up. What are we doing? What are we doing? Green comes out. We're going to run him on. Terry Phillips says, I know what he was doing. He's trying to give me a little spot to go. Off a 2 and out of back straightaway. Kriegler right on in there. Running second is Mark Bergdorf. Bergdorf back to the inside. Terry Phillips to the outside. Now look at this. Here comes Tom Berry Jr., Peyton Taylor, and the Festival of Hot Rods coming around the bottom.
Dylan Thornton now making his way up in there too. He's behind the 45 of Chase Holland. All in that big gaggle of cars from second to last. Everybody stacked on up there. As again, Sawyer Kriegler, he's gotten up to about half a second lead. TBJ, he once invited to the party. He's to 3rd, looking to the bottom side on Phillips for 2nd. Down the back straightaway they run. Here comes the 11X, Tom Berry Jr. Around the bottom. Can he get it this time? No, Phillips still to 2nd.
It'll be Berry right there. Here comes Dylan Thornton down around the bottom side. Dylan Thornton down there. You got TP up on the top. Tom Berry on the bottom. Working it in there. TP up top. TBJ on the bottom side. We come to lap number next. It is going to be lap 14. Tom Berry Jr. that time. Working down. Phillips is seeing him there. Dylan Thornton, Dilly coming on up. Now Berry's coming in there. Tell you what, the talk in the pits most of the night, or most of the day, it's been on Tom Berry Jr. and Dylan Thornton. Now you got one up in smoke down into turn 3 and 4. We'll see if he can get her to the infield as we hurry it on down. It will do it, and we will stay to the green flag. It is still Kriegler, your race leader.
Green flag still in the air. Last time the fastest car out on the racetrack was TBJ. As they refresh, it is still that 11X. The quick car out on the quarter mile. Down the back straightaway. As you look back just a couple spots, as now Dylan Thornton's cracked the top 4. That 38T machine looking like a rocket ship as had to pass a couple of race cars to make his way up here now. He's still going to go side by side with Mark Borkdorf now for your 4th and 5th spot. Borkdorf still had it there at the line. Down the back straightaway they go. Great battle back here. You've got Thornton on the bottom trying to let it all hang out up top as Borkdorf as they come across the line.
It'll be Tom Berry watching him. He is quicker. Here we go for the lead. Tom Berry going to hustle to the bottom side of the speed chart. He is faster than that 21 of Kriegler. Kriegler going to Phillips back there. It'll be the 38T machine of Thornton back in the number 4 spot. Bergdorf and Schrader, but now the battle's for the race lead. Here comes Tom Berry digging on the bottom side. It will still be your race leader. Kriegler that time took it off about a 10th from 444 to 317. Battle for the lead down into turn 3.
Here comes TBJ. He'll take it down to the bottom. Maybe try to slide it. No, he's going to hang it right around the tires. Comes up a little bit off corner exit side by side. It's still Sawyer Kriegler. 4/1000ths of a second now. TBJ, he's got the nose, and he's the new race leader. Take it down the back straightaway off into 3 and 4 down around the bottom. The 11X has come to the front. Tom Berry Jr., your race leader.
Got him at the stripe that time. Tom Berry Jr. 1/10 of a second right there ahead of Kriegler. Now lap traffic is coming. First time ever Tom Berry has been to the Springfield Raceway. Down on the bottom, going to chatter it there. Kriegler up on the top. Lap traffic is going to get pretty heavy here. We're staying a long green flag run. Berry's car coming down to him pretty good on the bottom of the racetrack. It'll be Kriegler on the top. Taking a look back through the field. They'll hurry him on in. It's going to be Berry, Kriegler, Phillips, Thornton, and Schrader, your top 5. Bergdorf, Taylor, Roth, Knuckles, and Gustin, your top 10.
Top 2 going to work into lap traffic now as they'll pull in behind the 38. Down the back straightaway, slow car getting to the bottom, and that might be into the effect of Tom Berry Jr. So he's wanting to roll the bottom. He'll get into the 08 of Sproul, I believe. Cycle on the front straightaway, and caution flag is out.
Yellow is out. Caution is out. As we are at the halfway point, 25 down, 25 to go. And we have got lights out. Kriegel going to bring him at his pace down 3 and 4. We'll grab the loud pedal. The green's out, and here we go down into turn number 1.
Here comes Berry right down to the bottom of the racetrack. Phillips trying to make him 3 wide for the lead out of 2. Side by side as they head down the back straightaway. TBJ on the bottom. Sawyer Kriegler upstairs. Don't count out that 38 of Thornton as he'll try to rip through the middle, but at the line it's TBJ, your leader.
Tom Berry by 38/100ths of a second to the race lead. That's the narrowest of margins, but he's got a good run off the bottom. You see he's down on the bottom of the racetrack where the moisture is. Not so much in the middle of the corners, but down on the straightaways. You're able to keep those tires in the moisture and keep them digging. It'll be Tom Berry Jr., your race leader. Sean Kriegler. Then it is Phillips, Thornton, Schrader, Bergdorf, Roth, Taylor, Knuckles, and Reading now into the top 10.
Drivers race their way down the front stretch off into 1 and 2. Everybody going to start to search around now. Like Jerry said, TBJ down around the bottom of the racetrack, but from second on back, they're throwing everything but the kitchen sink at the racetrack, trying to make something stick as they come through with 3 and 4. Kriegler, Phillips, Schrader, and Thornton still the top 5 as they race off.
Schrader now going to take a look around the outside. So's Mark Bergdorf. Bergdorf and Schrader have been laying in the weeds. Dylan Thornton down around the bottom of the racetrack. You'll see Ken Schrader there to the top. Bergdorf is going to run right through the midsection of the racetrack. Dylan Thornton's got his hands full back there in the number 4 spot with the veteran Kenny Schrader in the Federated Auto Parts Hunt Brothers Pizza number 9 car. Down into turn number 3 and 4 they'll go. It's still Berry, your race leader, followed by Kriegler, Phillips, Thornton, Schrader, your top 5.
As they head off through 1 and 2, Schrader still trying to get that berm to come back into the outside. As Thornton, he'll pull away by 2 car lengths down the back straightaway. Trying to close in on Terry Phillips there for that third spot. It's third, fourth, and fifth up for grabs. Phillips has it by 5 car lengths. Here comes Schrader right back to the outside of Thornton. He'll go high down the back straightaway, trying to get a good run, but so far low and slow for Thornton seems to be the right line.
You see it, Thornton and Berry down around the bottom of the racetrack. The rest of them going to the lip now. Terry Phillips trying to drive through the middle of the racetrack. It's going to be Ken Schrader still around the outside of the 38T and Dylan Thornton. These guys have been neck and neck down into for about the last 10 laps, side-by-side action. You see Thornton is able to catch that black strip right around there. Not sure if it's latched up, not sure if it's rubbered up, but it is where that thing is hooking up the most. Tom Berry, though, runs a lane above it. Phillips there in the number 3 spot's got that great battle behind him.
As they go off into 1 and 2, you can see there in second, it's still Sawyer Krigler. He has so far been the highest up on the racetrack. A couple cars going to slap the concrete on the front stretch. He's been right up there against that berm that they built around the quarter mile. You got Schrader back there trying the top side as well. Not quite as high as the 21 machine, but still neck and neck with Thornton down around the bottom. He'll go. Schrader still winding it up, and they're both trying to run down Phillips and Krigler.
Into turn number 3 and 4 down the front straightaway. Tom Berry going to be looking at some lap traffic, but I don't think it matters. He right now has himself a 3.2 second advantage over Sawyer Kriegel. Now Terry Phillips once again trying to work at him. They'll hustle on down into turn number 3 and 4. Still Tom Berry Jr. through lap traffic. Sawyer Kriegel working there. Kriegler working the number 2 spot. Then it is Phillips. Then now that time Schrader beat by 50 100ths of a second across the line, and caution's out. Caution is out. So he's got some experience here. We'll see how he's got for Tom Berry. He's done a lot of racing, and whether it be a late model, a modified, or a Cruiser car. Tom Berry Jr. going to be looking at him as they come off of turn number 4 back to the green flag. And Tom Berry wasting no time hustling back there. Here comes Phillips sliding to the top. Terry Phillips going to slide to the top. Meet Sawyer Kriegler right there. Kriegler back there. Now White Castles are served out of the 75 car. Kriegler back across. Going to take it back into turn number 1.
Off into 1 and 2 they go. And Phillips throwing sliders. That's going to open the bottom here for Dylan Thornton. He's going to get around Ken Schrader there. Move that 38 up into the 4th spot. Schrader 3 wide. There comes Anthony Roth. He's going to try to throw the slider. Can't quite get there. But you got Krigler up top. Phillips in the middle. Thornton on the bottom. And it's going to get close up a 2.
Man, I tell you what, Kenny Schrader laid the right side romance back to Anthony Roth that Anthony Roth gave him last time off of turn number 4. Watch the battle back here. Here's where it's at. Is Schrader, Roth, and now look at Knuckles. He's deep on the bottom side. Dilly's coming. Battle for 3rd. It'll be Dylan Thornton down around the bottom. Phillips right there. Watch that 38T car. They'll work down into turn number 1 and 2. Phillips up on the top. Thornton on the bottom. Tom Berry still your race leader. This time at the stripe, 7 to go.
38T still working over the tires down there in your 4th spot. We'll see if he gets him at the line. According to my race pass, no. Terry Phillips still in that 3rd spot. Thornton right down around the bottom. They'll go neck and neck down the back straightaway. And here comes Thornton. He'll move up to 3rd. He's got Krigler next in line if he's going to try to make some headway here. 7 to go if he's going to catch TBJ.
Next time by, we'll be looking at a handful to go. 4 fingers and a thumb, 5 laps in this one. Tom Berry still your race leader. Dylan Thornton now going to come to the inside of TP. Working him off at turn number 4, 5 to go. Dilly on the bottom. Got the wiggy wagon wound up. And TP off of there. It's Terry Phillips up there in the 75 car down the back straightaway. This time into 3 and 4. It's still Thornton on the bottom, but Berry your leader with 4 to go.
Berry across the line. He'll go into 1. Then Krigler. Then it's going to be Thornton and Phillips. Phillips, he'll jump all the way to that outside line, trying to get some momentum working down back straightaway. Rounding out the top 5 right now, the 9 of Kent Schrader. Still humping that high side through 3 and 4 they go. Laps winding down under now. 2 to go, or 3 to go, I should say, for the 11 of TBJ.
Down the back straightaway, Tom Berry Jr. going to roll the bottom of the speedway. It'll be Kriegler back there in 2nd. 3rd right now is Dylan Thornton. They'll come on down. 2 laps to go. Lap 48 in the books.
They'll head him down the back straightaway. Traffic there for Berry. Krigler slowly reeling him in last time, a 15.38 as it's white flag. 1 more lap. Can Berry hold on?
They'll work it down to the bottom of turn 1 and 2. Tom Berry Jr. gonna hustle the hot rod down the back straightaway. He's 2 turns away. They'll make their way off at turn number 4. He's a 2023 Turkey Bowl champion. It is Tom Berry Jr. Sean Kriegler gonna come to the number 2 spot. Dylan Thornton third.